evening, ladies and gentlemen. We got a lot of news for you tonight. I want you to hear Soul Survivor number 8. And what's the date? Write this down. March 20th. Sober. And we got 2 great main events. And I got a gentleman here. Dan, take it away.
Ox, I wasn't even expecting to be on this Ox Baker Countdown special. This is an honor for me.
I'm always glad you're in my corner. When you give us 2 main event, stop telling everybody what a great star I am.
I didn't even dress the part, Ox. No one can look quite as good as you. No one does the bullwhip justice like Ox Baker does.
Well, I'm going to have it there March 24th in Survivor number 8. I'm telling you that right now. I'm going to be there. Me and Quincy are going to be there watching things.
Well, as we learned on the Valentine's Day, the Ox Baker and Quincy Rockin' Valentine's Day special, you and Quincy are going to be the guest hosts for this extravaganza.
We're going to be there, and I want to meet each and every one of my friends. Tell them about that charity show in the afternoon.
Ox, there's so much to talk about when it comes to this event. It's ridiculous. It's not just a wrestling event. It's an all-day extravaganza. It begins early in the afternoon. We're having a special private charity event that you cannot even buy a ticket to. This is just limited to some of the charity groups we work with. But if you are one of our MWF super fans and you get the tickets in advance online, we're going to give you free admission to a second show, which is...
Can I sign some of my autographed pictures that day?
Ox, you're always selling your pictures. You'll sell anything known to mankind, including a piece... You'd sell a piece of skin if you could cut it off.
I take a great picture, you've noticed that.
Oh, Ox, your gimmicks galore. After the charity event, Full Throttle, then we move into Soul Survivor time of the day. It's the biggest event of the year here in New England.
Yeah, it's biggest in a long, long time.
The Super Bowl of wrestling in New England.
What's the date on that again?
Saturday, March the 24th.
24th. I'm writing that date down as soon as I find a pencil.
The historic Memorial Hall right down the street in Melrose. The size difference between this event and other events is how you and I look on TV right now, where you look like you're about 8 feet bigger than I am. But that's a different story for a different time. Before the event even begins, Ox, let's tell the fans a little bit about it. Interactive, with a capital I, autograph photo meet and greet. The fans won't have a chance to just see these superstars.
I want to say hello to everybody that comes there.
Of course you do. You're Ox Baker. You're one of the guest hosts, along with Quincy, who's roaming around somewhere in this TV studio. I think he's trying to get his voice back after Valentine's Day.
I didn't know that singing yet.
Oh,
I'm going to have Don drive me down here, you know.
That gave music a whole new word. I think Don Klein is going to need to have his ears rearranged before Soul Survivor after the Valentine's special. But during the meet and greet, fans will have a chance to meet the superstars, talk to the superstars, get autographs and photos with the superstars. Quincy has decided to join us. Quincy, thank you. Pleasure to see you as always. All 8 of our featured superstars, in addition to our 2 guest hosts, Ox Baker and Quincy, will be...
I think you're going overboard, Dan.
We can't go overboard. It's Soul Survivor 8. It's Final Destination. Wow. John Cena Sr. is looking to put the final nail in the coffin here in New England. He wants the company in North Carolina. This is slated to be it in New England on March the 24th.
And I want to add all the grandfathers, if they bring their grandmothers with them, they can get in free.
Ox, I don't know about that. We may really have an SRO crowd. But let's just run down the featured guest, Ox. The MWF heavyweight champion.
You said it was a double main event.
Well, we'll talk about the lineup in a minute. Let's talk about the meet
I'm sorry. I shouldn't interrupt.
You're getting very excited, Ox. Very excited. I wish I knew. I would have dressed up. But anyway, the MWF heavyweight champion, Low Key. He won WWE NXT Season 2 when he was Caval. He was multi-time TNA X Division champion as Senshi. Wow. What about former WWE US champion Fit Finlay, the Irishman?
A lot of people think we're related. You ever heard that, Dan?
Really? Well, I know you like to fight like Finlay does.
I knew my dad jacked around. I didn't know what towns he was in.
We also have Carlito, the man that held the WWE U.S. Intercontinental and Tag Team Championship. That swine, that Popeye's fried chicken loving pig.
What a lineup
Paul
you got
Bearer
there.
Will be there.
Over, yeah.
Well,
over, yeah.
Paul Bearer, certainly, a lot can be said about him,
He's got a great reputation.
He led The Undertaker and Kane to world championships.
There wouldn't be any Undertaker without Paul Bearer. He's one of the best.
I don't like him, but you cannot take away from his resume. You also have the man that was the quote-unquote, no pun intended, head trainer of WWE Tough Enough from seasons 1 through 4, WWE Tag Team Hardcore and European Champion, Al Snow will be there.
Al Snow, he's a very good friend of mine. I remember when I was a kid, I used to watch him wrestle.
Well, Al will be there live. Our good friend from down under, Bushwhacker Luke, will be making his MWF debut.
Hey, we've been a great friend for years. You know, he can't make a great sandwich, but he's a great wrestler.
Along with that scumbag himself, John Cena.
Don't mention his name on it. I had to run him out of the studio today.
I'm over! Yeah! I'm over! Yeah!
Exactly. If anyone deserves a hot punch, it's Cena Sr.
I might have to give him one because I tried to break his glasses one time, and they pulled him off of me.
The only problem with him is he doesn't have a heart.
Well, I wish he didn't drink so much where his kid could wear a pair of trunks instead of had to wear them overalls all the time.
Well,
over! Yeah! Over! Yeah!
Fans, the guest hosts are right here, but let's talk about this live event itself.
Keep going.
You're excited about this double main event, Hawk.
I'm out of my mind.
You love the double main event.
I love double main. They give them twice their money's worth.
All right, well, plus 2 live events. But again, check out BostonWrestling.com for complete details. The double main event in the first half, it is a triple threat match for the Millennium Wrestling Federation Heavyweight Championship. One of the elite athletes in this sport, Low Ki, will defend the title against not one, but 2 members.
Wow, you want to make sure the fans get their money's worth. Is that what you're doing?
Indeed. 2 members of John Bradshaw Layfield's Uprising, Slick Wagner Brown and the $1 million investment Tommaso Ciampa. Now that can be looked at in many different lights. Low Ki has to face 2 men. That puts the champion at a disadvantage.
That's a lot of pressure on him.
At the same time, you have 2 members from John Layfield's faction. Will they stick the knife in each other's back to be able to leave Melrose with the title?
It'll get anything to get on top, I'm telling you right there.
It is going to be a championship match you will not soon forget, fans, but that is just the tip of the iceberg. You want to talk about a fight? We mentioned him earlier. He's an Irishman that loves to fight. He swings his shillelagh like Quincy swings songs.
Whoa, baby.
It will be Finley taking on stalker Dylan Cage, managed by that pig, Paul Bearer.
Whoa.
Over! Yeah! Over!
Did you hear Quincy singing earlier? Wasn't he great?
It like I said, it redefined music.
He's ahead of it. He's at the top of the class. That's all I can say. Let's get on with your program. Come on.
He put Whitney Houston to sleep. Also on the big card, we have the MWF TV title match, Ox. You want to talk about a big one.
Whoa.
Straight Edge Brian Fury defends against the multi-time WWE champion Carlito. Very interesting. Brian Fury won the MWF TV title at Soul Survivor number 5. He's held the championship now in excess of 3 years. However, when he faces Carlito,
wow,
that could be his biggest
challenge. That should bring the fans out. That match right there, March 24th. That match alone.
It could be his biggest challenge to date, Ox. What do you think?
I think, as I'm listening, I cannot believe what you're giving these. You must really like your fan to give them that kind of a card.
Well, you've competed down in Puerto Rico in your day. You familiar?
I was a Puerto Rican heavyweight champion. Did you know that?
I know now. Are you familiar with the Colon family?
Very well, and they've all been fantastic wrestlers. The father, now the son is stepping into his place. That's going to be a great match.
Do you think Carlito has a chance to leave Melrose as the MWF TV champion?
Well, I'm going to go there to see him. We're going to be there, aren't we, Quincy?
Of course we are.
That's right.
What about the MWF Tag Team Championship? Paul Bearer's trifecta of terror, Big Rick Fuller, and the man you used to manage here in the MWF, the Executioner Brian Malonis. They defend the tag team titles against multi-time MWF Tag Team Champion Bo Douglas, along with Bushwhacker Luke with Bull Montana in
How
their
many
corner.
matches are you giving in there, Dan?
There's 9 matches on the big event. 9 big matches. Do you think we'll see new tag team champions? Bo Douglas has been in an extended losing streak, but will Bushwhacker Luke bring him back to life?
Well, Bruce Rockaway, he's been in the tag team for many, many years, and he's one of the best. I don't know if he can take a new partner and make him, but he's been one of the best over the years.
That wasn't enough, Ox. We have a battle of hungry young athletes here in the MWF looking to climb the championship ladder of success. It will be Jay Freddy, a man that has impressed everyone here in the MWF since his debut, taking on yet another member of John Layfield's uprising, this being Sonny Yee 2000, the final graduate of the late Sonny Yee's dojo in Osaka, Japan.
Wow, I've never met a Japanese wrestler yet that wasn't a fantastic. They stay in great shape.
Do you think Jay Freddy will be able to overcome the challenge of Sonny Yee 2000?
Well, he better be in good shape. He better give it 150%, or he doesn't have a chance.
That wasn't enough. Two men that wanted opportunity. It was given to them on the February edition of MWF Cyberstars. A little knife in the back, so to speak. And now we have Julian Starr, a man that has had many sunny days of late here in the MWF, looking to shine even brighter. He'll take on the superstar of sin, Scott Reed, a man that came this close from capturing the MWF Championship at one point.
Well, in wrestling, you can only make one mistake sometimes in a match. It makes the difference. You got to be up on that match. You can't take your eye. What a great card you're giving them.
Ox, it can only get bigger and better from there. This is the match.
You said March 24th, didn't you?
Saturday, March the 24th. The historic Memorial Hall in Melrose.
Write that down, Don, the 24th.
John Cena Sleaznut.
Don't bring his. Oh, I wish he was here.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord. I grabbed I grab him anyway.
Well, Dwayne Johnson, eat your heart out from WrestleMania 27 with these two guest hosts. But Al Snow with Head will take on the wild and unpredictable East Coast cowboy, DJ Dubé. A man.
Hey, Al Snow was a great wrestler when I was a kid. You know what I mean?
Well, like you had mentioned during one of your visits here to MWF Studios, Al went on a tirade recently at a TNA live event in Lowell about how North Carolina is an inside job.
Yeah. I know that they had to tie him down. That Al Snow was one of the great ones.
Al Snow, DJ Dubé. That'll be a very interesting contest. That wasn't enough, Ox. We have the In It to Win It Gauntlet Challenge. The winner of that match.
You're giving them more and more and more.
They have the championship opportunity of their choosing over the course of the next year to face the MWF Heavyweight, TV, Southern, or find a partner and become a tag team champion. Two men start off for 5 minutes. Another enter every 2 minutes after that. Elimination is via pinfall or submission, and the winner leaves on the road to championship gold.
They better be in shape, because I've seen that match before at a lot of places, and it's a thriller.
Julian Starr won the first one at Soul Survivor 6. He was exhausted for years, so I've heard. The match was so draining.
Well, every 5 minutes they're throwing somebody fresh. You get a little bit tired. Here comes another guy. Here comes another guy. You got to watch that match.
Even the 5 minutes was a long time for him. His stamina was drained.
What do you think of all this stuff, Quincy?
I love it. It's good. It's awesome.
Then we have...
Stick to your singing, Quincy.
Ox, you had hinted about it on the Christmas special we had, but...
Did anybody ever call in on that, by the way?
Oh, we got plenty of feedback on that.
Well,
John Cena Sleaznut apparently was in these journals that Franklin D. Churchill told you about. He didn't give you any facts, but these journals supposedly have information about John Cena Sr. when he managed as Johnny Fabulous when he came to the MWF and debuted back in November of 2005. The question is, what are the dark secrets of Franklin D. Churchill, and can we get the information about Cena?
I look at Cena, he's got the same suit on for 12 years. Did he only own one suit?
Well, he's got those bootleg Macho Man Randy Savage sunglasses that he likes to wear.
We got to pause a minute for the Macho Man. He was one of the great ones.
He truly was.
And I want to tell you right here now, I loved him.
I think Cena got those at the Boston Garden in 1988, but that's a different story.
He probably ripped somebody off. I know. Oh, I wish he was here right now. Hold me back.
The thing is, Ox, we need to find out where these journals are, what Churchill knows about Cena, and what these dark secrets of Franklin Churchill are. As John Cena Sr. said towards the end of 2011, he said, "Let the secrets of the dead stay with the dead."
He must have seen that saying somewhere. He couldn't come up with any original thing in his whole life that I know about.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see if anything can be done to put an end to Cena once and for all. But, Ox, what a lineup we have. Charity auctions, raffles, merchandise, and so much more. All to keep the kids.
You better put handcuffs on me, and that John Cena goes by me. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to do something to him.
Over it, yeah.
Quincy,
come on, Quincy, let's sing another song.
Quincy's going to pat himself on the back. The Millennium Wrestling Federation has been named Special Olympics partners for 2011 and 2012.
Beautiful.
We like to help out the kids from Make-A-Wish, the Big Brothers. These are very important things to us here in the King of Sports. No matter what happens at Soul Survivor 8 Final Destination, we are going to give the fans a night of memories that will last a lifetime.
Well, I have listened to this card. I can't believe it. I'm telling you, folks, if you missed out on matches before, you don't want to miss out on a match on March 24th.
VIP packages are the best value in professional wrestling. If you go to bostonwrestling.com now, if you go to the event page, the VIP package sells itself. Discounted event tickets are on sale now as well. Ox, it is going to be one hell of a night.
And if any of you have any chocolates left from Valentine's Day, just bring them to me to March 24th, by the way.
Ox, it has been an honor for me to join the two guest hosts, Ox Baker and Quincy, known as the music group Ox Briscoe, the two guest hosts of Soul Survivor 8. Ox, any final thoughts about the big one?
Well, it's like this. You did stumble over a couple names. I'd have got the names down better than you did, but you did a halfway decent job, And all I can
Ox,
tell
I wasn't planning on it. I look like I'm ready to paint a house.
Right. The host that night, me and Quincy, we're going to be there we want to say hello to each and everybody. And if you missed out on a lot of things, don't miss out on that there, because we're going to be there. Is that right, Quincy?
You better believe we're going to be there.
I don't care if Quincy even has to walk there. He's going to be there.
Quincy knows how to do his walking, that's for sure. Fans, not one but two big live events, 8 featured superstars, 2 big guest hosts, autographs, photos, the hottest in-ring action in the Northeast, charity auctions,
Did you
raffles,
mention the date yet?
merchandise, and so much more.
24th of March, right?
Soul Survivor 8, Saturday, March the 24th, right down the street from here at the historic Memorial Hall.
And I'm going to be there with Quincy. Is that right, Quincy?
You better believe it. We'll be there.
I don't know what else I can say other than
You did a fantastic job,
be there live.